I'm Daniela Stapleton. I am the Sales Director for Australia and New Zealand for Muti Australia. We are a proud sponsor of the Joe Berry Award and I sit on the judging panel. The Joe Berry Award is, in my view, very unique and the only one of its kind in Australia. It launched in 1986. Bernie Brooks was the first recipient of the award. He talked about category management. Today, in 2026, marks the 40 years of the award, which I believe is an incredible achievement. The essence and purpose of the award is to provide a platform for future and emerging leaders to shine, in my view. The opportunity to write on a topic that is really current to the industry. 2,000 words, pick a topic and really deeply research it. Be able to provide a concise essay that then enables you to be potentially a finalist. And then in that situation, you'll be presenting to a judging panel of senior executives. So for me, I think the essence is the ability to learn, the ability to really showcase talent and to have the opportunity to network with other senior executives in the industry. So in 2025, Muti Australia was the first time we joined the Joe Berry Award as a sponsor and myself as a judge. The process was absolutely inspiring. In terms of the day, we start at 8 in the morning. So you have a lot of electricity, a lot of anticipation about the day. 30 plus judges meeting in the foyer of the Coca-Cola office, which is an amazing location in itself. Behind the scenes, what we have is we're preparing to listen to 6 finalists. So in 2025, 6 finalists, where we have a scorecard of 100 points. We are reviewing the presentations on various criteria, but we don't actually sit down and review until the end of the presentation of the final finalist. But in terms of the day, it's very electric, very inspirational, and everyone is there to, I think, support the candidates in every way they can. So it's a real sense of community. In my view, if you've made it as a finalist, well done, because it is very challenging to get to that point. So the work that you've submitted is excellent in terms of the opinions and the insights and facts and the research that you've completed. So come the day of the presentation, it is really about how you translate that work into a really engaging presentation for the judges to land the key message. And so I think for me, it is around thinking about the audience, thinking about the key messages from your essay and not trying to put your essay words into a presentation, but really letting that presentation be completely, complementary to your essay and to land that message. So for me, the things I look for in the presentation from the finalists on the day is the quality and presentation, the flow and content, and the research findings, and how deeply it comes through that you understand the topic. So for me, they're the things I'm looking for, but also personality is really important. Be authentic and let your true personality shine. Those that did that in 2025, that really stepped up their presentation. But in 2025, my view is all the finalists were unbelievable. It's just around how you bring your own personality and your touch to the day. Being a judge for the Joe Berry Award is an honour. I attended for the first time last year the judging day, but even the process leading into that, reading the opinions of these young emerging leaders was for me mind-blowing. So really just the talent, the time these entrants have taken to complete this piece of work in their own time, for me was really inspirational. So why I do it personally is because it's a learning day for me, but I really feel that my job as well to support this because it is really critical for our industry to keep the awards going. And I think that's also the case for Muti. We do have an alumni within our business. I think 10 years ago, probably, I'd won the award himself, and Graham still wasn't with Muti at the time, but he's certainly with Muti with us now, and 10 years later, he's still advocates for the award, still is involved in the award, and we were able to fortunately have the opportunity to participate for the first time this year. So for us it is a duty, I think, and a real honour to be a part of the process. Look, I think before Muti Australia, we are a relatively young company in Australia. So although Muti internationally is over 120 years old, Muti in Australia has been around for a short amount of time. Recently we've joined the Australian Food and Grocery Council. We've been involved with AFGC and much more than in the past. And the Joe Berry Award was always something that we were aware of, wanted to be involved, but it probably wasn't the right time for this year. But I think supporting the AFGC, supporting the AFGC scholarship program as well as the Joe Barry Award is so important. So for Mochi, why we do it is we have access to the talent, we have access to great thought leadership from the future generation of leaders. We're able to then also provide support, and I think it's really important to provide support to the community, and really these entrants and these candidates and those involved are the future of the industry, so it is our duty to support that. So that's why we got involved this year. I think the Joe Barry Award is an incredible platform for any emerging leader to accelerate their career, but also to learn deeply about a topic and probably learn something new about themselves in the process. There's no fear in entering, having a go at writing the 2,000 words. Pick a topic that is interesting to you, because they're all current topics that are quite important to the industry. And through that process, you will yourself learn more than you could ever imagine. If you then proceed to the final stages, then you have the opportunity to network, but also gain feedback from the leaders within the industry, which I think is so valuable. Even if you don't win, the experience itself pays off. And if you do start early, then you're able to probably complete a piece of work you're really proud of without the rush of the last minute. So that would be an advice I would give to anyone entering, that, yep, register, but also get started as quickly as you can and lean on your network. The feeling I had walking into that room on judging day was extreme pride. So pride for the candidates, because I could imagine the nervousness and the anticipation they would have been going through, but also proud that there was a room full of executives that were willing to volunteer their time, give up their time to be part of this community. And I felt a sense of belonging. I'm in the right place, and also real pride in my industry, and Joe Barry and Activate and the organisers, because they've been able to do this for so long in such a challenging environment. So if I was to, put one word on the way I felt, was probably pride.